Woo, woo, woo. What is good, my fellow peasants? Welcome back. How in the blazes are you doing? Happy Monday, guys. Peace, love and light going out to all of you. How you doing? Hope you had a good weekend. Pez be chilling on a snuggy Monday. I got up a little bit later, so that's why I'm a little bit late to the stream. I'll be rocking my baggy. Look at that. Look at that. I had a peasant make me this and send me this. I mean, clearly, they thought I was way fatter than I am. I mean, El Frump. But, I love it. I love this tea. I might actually try to get this up on the Teespring store. But, how the place say, guys? Katie, Alice, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. Homestar. By the way, thank you for all your moderating work. I really can't emphasize my appreciation to you, buddy. Heros, how you doing? Alright, I'm just going to quickly try to fix my chat. I'm not seeing my YouTube chat. Well, I'm seeing it up here, but I want to see it down here. Why does it do this every... let's reconnect that bitch. There we go. Alright, it's worked. I think I have to do that every time now. What an annoyance. But are you sunny, guys? Are you shining? Rate your mood out of 10. And if I see anything less than a 7, I will question why you are less than a 7, and I will do my utmost to improve it. Hello, Dylan. Woohoo! Kefka, me old muck, me old bro. How you doing, brother? Kefka, my twin, my soul animal. El Fatso Pez. There's no need to be mean about it. I'm trying. I like the food. I believe in Queena's quote that life really is just about things you can eat and things you can no eat. I'm also doing an FF9 video to celebrate its anniversary. Yesterday it was 19 years old, and I'm going to do a video, 19 things that Final Fantasy 9 does right. But before we kick off, you know, we're going to go for some inspiration, some motivation, some titillation perhaps. Pick a page number if anyone's got any. 5 out of 10. Tooney fella, come on, what's up? You ain't out of 5 out of 10. You're living, you're breathing. Inhale it. So much to look forward to. I shouldn't say that. Something terrible might have happened recently. But I'm a 10 now. Yes, Dylan! That's what I like to see. Payers, you've done it. You're a rabbit. I am. I am the embodiment of Anne Summers, seemingly. Right, shall we continue with Hildebrand, Inspector Extraordinaire? Greg X Hildebrand. I ship it. I was about to sleep, but sleep is for the weak. It is. It's also for the healthy and those who want to repair their DNA chromosomes with deep REM sleep. Screw that. I was wondering when you show up, Lenora. I hope you haven't made any plans for the night because we've got a situation on our hands. Remember our good friend, the Phantom Thief? Well, it seems he's decided to branch out from burglary to cold-blooded murder. I don't believe it. If the rumours are to be believed, he's claimed 3 victims already. All influential members of the Uldan Society. Oh dear. Mr. Manyfaces has been kind enough to leave one of his signatures calling cards at every scene, leaving no doubt to the identity of the murder. I know, it could be a copycat. Maybaps. The message is always the same. The weight of 5 corpses will bring the scales of justice to balance. More riddles. Not that you'll hear me complaining, no. The only thing my readers like more than a good mystery is a good murder mystery. Ever since the story broke, the Mithril Eye's been selling like Ponzi cakes. Ponzi cake? Pons cakes? What dem? Why have I never had one of these? Phantom Thief Joe, I know, it all seems very elusive, like alluding towards Persona 5. Look at this aesthetic! We've got, what have we got here? We've got, yeah! We've got Mog Clock. We've got Moogling. We've got Go Ow! And we've got Mognet. Hello, hello. Good to see you, Sabin. Right, 28. Kazuya picks page number 28. Quickly before we start these shenanigans. So, 28. Let your mind ponder over this. Know the male, yet keep to the female. Receive the world in your arms. If you receive the world, the Tao will never leave you, and you will be like a little child. Know the white, yet keep to the black. Be a pattern for the world. If you are a pattern for the world, the Tao will be strong inside you, and there will be nothing you can't do. Know the impersonal. Know the personal, yet keep to the impersonal. Accept the world as it is. If you accept the world, the Tao will be luminous inside you, and you will return to your primal self. The world is formed from the void, like utensils from a block of wood. The master knows the utensils, yet keeps to the blocks. Thus, she can use all things. Very deep, very mysterious. Hello, Erebos! You goofy bugger. Pez, what's with the stream title? I am a fluid, beautiful Viera of light. Simple as that. Graceful and flowing, eternal and infinitesimal. Wait, infinitesimal is small, isn't it? No. Not that you'll hear me complain about Ponzi cakes, alright. Pon is Eorzean pound. So, oh, it's pound cake. I don't even know what a pound cake is. Is it good? The only rub is that it's left me with no time to look into the thief's last message. Until now, that is... Shall we, Leonora? The hidden treasure of Udar, was it? If there's anyone who can shed some light on this, if it's you know who. To Sunset Tapestries. Let's go! Alright. Wormond, where you at? Man, I've navigated the annals of this town. Annals? The annals. The annals of this town, and yet I still am quite cluelessly lost in it. Man, I ain't been to Gridania in ages. Everything seems to be taking place in Uldar these days. Give me some of that Gridania dankness. Best city. Outshines Limsa in every way. Gridania is my homeland. I'd live there if I could live in any of the main states. Get me in that there forestry. Okay. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm feeling a bit butt burnt from Ifrit. He really hurts, and I'm quite fearful of summoning the troops back in there. What say you? Well, for now, if it ain't my favour, venturer, and my favourite mithril eye reporter along with her, tell me, what have I done to deserve the pleasure of your company today? I see. As much as I'd like to help two lovely ladies, I'm afraid you found our women at a loss. Uldar has more than its fair share of treasures. Hidden and otherwise, I reckon our phantom thief friend could be after just about any of them. I can tell you this much. Though whatever the thief's got his eyes on, it's got the Sultan sworn in a right dither. Word has it they formed a regiment over their best and brightest to safeguard the royal vaults from this very threat. The Sultan Sworn aren't like to be forthcoming with information, but it's the only lead we've got. Come on, Lenora. I'd say it's time we paid a visit to the heart of the Sworn. Oi! Hold up there, Ellie. I don't know what these voices are. I ain't generally the worrying type, but you may want to think twice before getting yourselves involved in this. A man in my business develops a nose for danger, and this time the stench is something fierce. You're a reporter, Ellie, and a fine one at that. Don't put that pretty neck of yours on the line trying to play hero. The concern is touching, but I can assure you that I'm ready for whatever dangers lie ahead. Besides, being a reporter is more than selling papers. I have a duty to seek out the truth and convey it to the people. Come, Lenora. Time is of the essence. Oh man, how... Characters like Ellie give me such despair for mainstream media. Where's the truth? Where is the striving for the truth? Where is the honour of today's reporters? Gone, I say, gone. A husk of what it should be. Don't watch mainstream media, people. That shit will plug you straight into the matrix and you ain't coming back out. In fact, don't watch the news at all. Stay ignorant and happy. Yeah, Pez, the Steam title on Twitch is seriously glitched. Wait, what is it? Is it not, Oh, alright then. Alright, oh. I'm a fluid, beautiful Viera of light. Oh, that's tags for some reason. Very quaint. There we go, thank you. Oh, Gerardo, you are looking suave, my boy. Very suave. Media has no integrity. Yes, Lone Star, lay into them. Start an uprising here and now. I feel like us. It's in the nature of peasants to create uprisings. We've never, as a community, created one. What shall we uprise against, guys? Pick anything. What do you think we would have greatest success in? Oh man, I'm so goddamn lost. The Hustings strip. Hustings? Oh yes. Up the Royal Promenade we go. Stop looking at my Viera's ass. I know you're doing it. I'm so lost. Yond Healy and Thitherly. Yes. Right, see, senor. I can get even more in there if you want. Theory. You like that? Pitchfork squad. By the way, guys, I'm rolling out a whole new batch of Patreon goodness today. In fact, I've been writing it on my board here. Because Patreon changed their rules, so I had to mix things up. First tier Pezzers, they will get their swanky cards, which, by the way, if any of you guys want an update on your cards, let me know. New characters, anything you like. You also get a monthly personal and game Q&A, so I'm going to do two. I'm going to do a gaming one on the flow where we talk about all games, all Final Fantasy things, all the dankness, as well as a personal one in which I will chat mad wisdom. I will throw wisdom bars out. Probably not. I'll probably talk some mad shit. The second tier of Pezzers, they will get all giveaway and topic events. Topic events being what I'm going to be running off of the streams. You're going to be all auto included in it. So even if you're not here for the stream, you will still get thrown in. And also you're going to get a 10% store discount on Teespring. Third tier, you're going to get your card on a special gifty, whether that's a mug, a tea, a store 20%. Fourth tier, store 30%, and a personal video, and snacks! Oh, also, yeah, part of the topic events, that's going to be you guys get to... I'm going to put, like, you guys in a roulette. And one person get picked out. And when you get picked, you pick the thing you love most about Final Fantasy, and I will go ham and chips on egg and chips. Sorry, I will go egg and chips on it. Halt! Only authorized personnel are allowed in. Fall bug me with a broadsword is the Gentleman of Light's adventuring companion, and that catty but cute reporter from the Mythfly. Well, if it isn't the self-styled Warrior of Light, tell me, what tales did you spin to the Sword and Swan recruiter to land yourself in this position? Only the 12's honest truth, miss. Seeing that Gentleman of Light standing tall and triumphant that day, it moved me to the depths of my soul. Like, I vowed to put aside my sketchy past and serve the realm just like my hero master, Hildebrand. The Sword and Swan were impressed with my commitment and my sword arm, and they gladly welcomed me into their ranks. Wait, don't tell me, you've come to assist Master Hildebrand in this investigation, haven't you? Oh, why didn't you say so sooner? It's the least I could do to help two ladies who united me with my role model. You'll be waiting to speak with Phyllis. She's one of the Swan's best, and something of a history buff, it'd seem. When she heard the thief was targeting the 4 relics of Belladia, she personally stepped forward and volunteered to lead the investigation. Already don't trust Phyllis. Phyllis, our phantom thief in disguise. If anyone has the information you're looking for, it'd be her. Wait here while I get her. I can trust you not to touch anything. Hey, Danny Stillwell. First tip of the week. Coming as best skill tosser. Thank you so much, buddy. Hey, what's up, Pez? Long time no see. How are you this fine Monday? I've got a spring in my step, a soul in my heart. Yeah. Thank you. A pleasure to meet you, Phyllis. My name is Ellie from the Mythful Eye. As you may have heard, we're researching the Phantom Thief case and would appreciate any information that may shed light on recent events. The pleasure is mine, Miss Ellie, and if I'm not mistaken, that would make your companion here one Lenora Troyer. Yes? Oh, yes, that's me, baby. Oh, man, I look so good. I've never had such a crush on my own in-game character before. You know Lenora? As any regular reader of the myth or I would, I must confess to being something of an unabashed fan of your work. Though it hardly befits my station to say this, I was secretly hoping that you would show up to assist in the investigation, doubtless the Inspector too. But also, welcome my helping hand. So is Hildebrand actually getting real employment? Oh no, it's Brielle. The Sultan Sworn, the elite of Uldar's elite. I can only hope they prove more competent than the bungling mercenaries I've dealt with so far. Inspector Briardian, always one step ahead of us. She's got a crush on him. Anyone else feel it? I feel it. Can I use my F14 captive patron pairs? Of course you can. Yes, definitely. Send me over the file. I think Patreon can, if not ffpairs@mail.com, and I will smash it up. Miss Leonora, a moment, if you would. Right there, very good. Now face me and don't move an ilm. Inspector, what's it? That in your... He pepper sprayed us. Demasking dust, a formula of my own devising that will allow us to see right through the thief's disguise. Analyzing the mask left behind at Vesper Bay, I was able to identify its composition and synthesize a counter-agent that would dissolve the disguise whilst leaving the wearer's face intact. In fact, in any event, it would appear the two of you are indeed who you appear to be. Brilliant, Inspector. The Phantom Thieves pulled the wool over our eyes for the last time. Spray down Phyllis. I fear it won't be so simple. The ingredients necessary to produce the dust are exceedingly rare. Even with the entire resource of the Sultan Sworn at your disposal, we're only able to produce a limited supply. I see. Well, I suppose it's better than nothing. That said, have you been able to identify the thief's next target? A hidden treasure of Uldar, the last of the 4 lost relics of Balladia. I fear not. I've poured through the histories time and again, but the only mention of these 4 relics is a vague reference in an old prophecy. Most serious scholars consider it little more than a fairy tale. When darkness falls and hope fades to despair, 4 warriors born of light shall descend in the righteous glare. 4 warriors born of light. Hildy's got to be one of them. The legend goes on to describe 4 sacred artifacts, one each possessed of these 4 Balladian heroes, but makes no mention as to their appearance or nature. 3 times we have tried to identify the thief's target, and 3 times has he foiled us by making off with something else entirely. Needless speculation will only play to the fiend's strengths. All artifacts of Balladian origin have been sealed within the Royal Vault, and a regiment of our finest assigned to its protection. I have furnished all of the guards with a supply of demasking dust and instructed them to be on the lookout for any suspicious personages. The Black Guard will be in chains before he can lay a dirty hand on the vault doors, let alone the treasures within. You have our word, milady. Briardian, the Warrior of Darkness. Briardian could be the Phantom Thief. Everyone could be. I could be the Phantom Thief. James Litz could be the Phantom Thief. But there are even more disturbing matters at hand. Doubtless you have heard of the recent rash of murders perpetrated by our quarry. The Sultan Sworn have launched an investigation, but the truth of the matter is that we have been far too preoccupied with the defence of the vaults to make any meaningful progress. We would be most grateful for any assistance you could offer. A lady and a gentleman answers. Man, I really wish I had a life cheerleader like Nashu who just applauded me and just jumped happily every time I did anything. In fact, can one of you be my Nashu? Cast all worry from your heart, milady. Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, has arrived to set right what is wrong and bring the world to wicked justice. Did he say world? I don't know. And this must be the demasking dusk that is the talk of the palace. But you need not waste your supply on me, Inspector. I assure you that I'm exactly who I claim to be. Do I post? I'll cut the image for you. I'll send you the file in PNG. Yes, that would be beautiful, my friend. That would be awesome. A shame that. Inspector Hildebrand, we were not expecting you, but your services are most welcome. I will share all I know about the recent murders. Well, Hildebrand's gaining some traction. The killer has claimed 3 victims thus far. The head of a publishing consortium, a high-ranking government official, and an influential scholar. Other than that, they were all influential figures in their respective circles. We can identify no common threads connecting the 3. Oh, this will prove a most satisfying case to crack indeed. And what of the method of killing? Conked over the head with a cudgel? Gutted with a great sword? Strangled with a subliger, mayhap? I'm afraid we've identified no pattern. In any event, the murderers plot the deaths of 2 or even more as we speak. We must take action, and quickly. Understood, my lady. Clues may be scarce, but worry not. My realm-renowned powers of deduction are more than up to task. I will see this burglar-turned-butcher delivered to justice. Your presence is heartening indeed, Inspector Hildebrand. Friends, please, take this demasking dust with you. I fear we can spare but a single sachet, but I trust you will put it to good use. That I shall. I really wish they allowed me to pick from suspects. In fact, I'm just describing Danganronpa now, aren't I? You get to pick from suspects in that, don't you? Ooh, I think I want to start Danganronpa, or maybe 13-2 today. Maybe. Come to accompany me on yet another case, friend. I like your gusto, but if you're auditioning to be my assistant, I fear that role has already been filled most ably. Still, a gentleman welcomes the support of all his admirers. I shall henceforth name you thusly, Lenora, my ever-loyal associate. And now, my ever-loyal associate, the investigation calls. I propose that we begin by inspecting the site at which the most recent victim met his demise. My questioning about the palace has revealed that the scholar's body was not found not far from the 80 sins of Sasimo. Even most circumspect of criminals cannot help but leave behind clues that will not elude my gaze. Friends, let us be off. Pray alert me should you see anyone suspicious, my ever-loyal associate. We must put Miss Phyllis's demasking dust to good use. Homestar, the Popo guard won't take me. I want to go quietly. Alright. Speak with the Sasimo. I like that name. Sasimo. Alright. It makes me think of like a little sassy Nanimo. Which is basically Veronica. I like. Pez, you should play the Spider-Man game. The web slinging is exhilarating. Got to say, I recently watched the Spider-Man movie. I was blown away with the hilarity of it. And Ginge really can't recommend Spooderman enough. Alright. So I've got to head out of the steps of Nold. Hello, Doge. I love the name, Doge. I have a Doge, an actual Doge. The actual embodiment of Doge. And they are, I see why Shibas have got the Doge meme. They're just Doges. They're not dogs, they're Doges. They're dopey dogs. Alright. In fact, I kind of where was it? I want to share something with you that you guys might find funny. This is what I did at the weekend. I felt like the world's biggest idiot doing this. I took Una and Leska out on a bike ride, and I bought them this to come with. Where is it? Oh my god. Yeah. I got the weirdest stairs in the world. But look how cute it is. You just strap them in and go. Hello, Dode. Enlo. Right, let's go. Man, it's so goddamn hot. When it's winter, I'm like, I want summer back. When it's summer, I want winter back. I like spring. I like my porridge as Goldilocks likes her porridge. Not too hot, not too cold. Here we go. Have we got any sun babies in the house? Anyone could just roast like a suckling pig for hours in the... Alright, here we go. For a minute I thought that was a ladder, it's just an issue. Flowers. How intriguing. Here we go. Flowers, yes, it's all becoming clear now. Our phantom thief, our phantom killer, is a florist who, in his hurry escaped, carelessly mislaid his wares. What do you think you're doing? I'm the one that put those flowers there, to honour the memory of my poor boy. You dared to defile his memory, 1,000 pardons, milady. Please accept my most sincere condolences on your loss. Let me just spray you down with some demasking dust, you old crone. I am Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire. I swear to you on my own dear mother's name that your son's killer will be brought to justice. I don't believe Hildebrand has a mother. I strongly believe Godbert has fed him some BS and he is in fact a test tube baby. Godbert tried making the ultimate creation. Such a strong theory. As I was just saying, these flowers were clearly placed here by the family of the deceased, which can only mean... Leave this place! Run away while you still can! Run far, far away! Run, or he'll turn you into a zombino, just like my poor boy. A living person turned into a zombie? Nonsense. Not nonsense, my boy! History! Or have you not heard of the rumours of Sildar, Eildar sibling nation against which we waged war centuries ago? Much blood was shed by both sides, aye, but I speak of far greater horrors than death and unholy drought brewed by Sildin alchemist. One with the power to turn the living to the undead, that his nation might command an army of mindless, deathless soldiers, the trader's spurn. They turned my poor boy into a heap of rotting flesh, and I ran him through. But you won't hear that from the Sultan Swan. Thal only knows why, but they whisked the body away before I could do so much as pay me last respects. The trader's spurn. I'd heard the stories, but I never thought them true. To be able to procure such a fine thing, just who are we dealing with here? A Sildin, I'm sure of it. Only a Sildin would know the recipe. But the last remnants of Sildin died 4 centuries ago, you say? Oh, they did. Goddamn. He calls himself the Phantom Thief, he does, but did it ever occur to ye that he might be an honest-to-God's phantom? Heard the tales from my own great-great-grandma, I did, about the 4 relics of Baladia and the powers they hold, the power to exact justice. The spectre of Sildi has returned to wreak vengeance on us. Woe! Woe unto us all! Have the 4 warriors of light forsaken us? My dear boy, if only you'd become a trader like your father, if only you'd kept your nose out of those history books, and never so much breathed the cursed name of Sildi. But you did, and now we're doomed! Doomed! This witch is crazy. And she's a bit sprightly for an old hag. Haggard hag. She's not very haggard. That's it, Hildebrand's onto it. What you cooking up, Hildy? That bleeding whoreson's here somewhere. I can feel it in me follicles. The most potent hair tonic the realm has seen. Aye, that was it was. Wait, he lost his... Didn't he get a beautiful fro at one point? All of a fortnight before my flowing locks fell out all over again. And just as I was chatting up a lovely young lass at the quicksand, just to twist the knife an extra limb. Limb. Alright, so his hair's flopped out again. Mountebank! Charlatan! I'll find that so-called inspector and his sorry band and pull every last strand of hair from their blading skulls. Oh, a new grudge has entered the fray. This guy could be potentially more deadly than even the Phantom Thief. He is the follicle thief. He's about to become one. The follicle thief. Goddamn. Shades from Sildar. Living men turned to zombies. The old crone's lost not just her son, but her wits as well. Ran's on to something. Or at least he thinks he is. Impossible. Godbert is the strongest primal in Eorzea. It's all becoming clear to me now that that dear old woman's testimony has confirmed that which I had suspected from the start. Like a zombie packing away his rotting flesh, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, has peeled away the foul scab of uncertainty to reveal the truth within. Open your eyes and feast your minds on the fruits of my flawless deduction. Our phantom thief is a phantom indeed, a wayward spirit caught between the realm of the living and the dead for nigh on centuries, since meeting a tragic end on the battlefield. As such, our course of action is clear. Ghostbusters! We must placate this tortured soul that it might abandon its vengeful vendetta and travel to the next life in peace. Oh my god, we're here. But what is the true name of the Spectre's grievances? Without this knowledge, we cannot hope to assuage its rancour. Let us begin our search at the Thaumaturge's Guild. Is that how you say it? Doubtless the tomes there contain a wealth of knowledge on the ill blood between the sibling nations. Notwithstanding the abject stupidity of everything that came out of your mouth, some knowledge of Sildar might serve us well. Go search as you will, and do take as much time as you need. You can count on me, Inspector Briardian. Whatever knowledge is to be gleaned at the guild, it shall not escape my inspector's eye. Hello, hello, welcome aboard, Mysterian17. Thank you for the follow, bud. Alright. Let's haul ass to the guild. Hey, got a TP. Alright, quick pee break. Quick pee break. By the way, Danganronpa 13-2. What should we start? What should we start? I kind of want to move... Oh man, this is so damn baggy. I kind of want to move to 3 streams. A juicy succulent hour and a half each. Good. By the way, guys, Danganronpa is a shorter game. I'm very compelled by it. I finally got round. I did a man thing at the weekend. Pez was a man. I did DIY. I put up a shelf. It's a bit wonky, but I finally put up a shelf. Hopefully you guys can see. Can't see. Yay! Sweet, sweet plushie. Goodness. Oh, how cool is that? Oh man, that cactus was fizzing out like crazy. Finally getting like a cool backdrop. Loving it. Oh. Onwards to the Thaumaturgist Guild. Yes, I may play Danganronpa. I can TP over there. Alright. So how many of you have completed Shadowbringers now? I want to see it out of 10. I want to see some rankings. Right, the Neko. Ugh. Ugh. Researching the ancient feud between Uldar and Sildi, are you? Most impressive. Young people these days show so little interest in learning from the past. Anyhow, I'm pleased to say I have more than a passing familiarity with ancient history. To understand the history of the sibling nations, one must go back further, still to the breath of their mother nation, Belladia. The fifth astral era was an age of untold wonders when the arcane arts burgeoned, and the great civilizations that command such powers flourished. 11 out of 10, seriously better than most single player FF. Ooh, that is strong. A +7 from Toomey. Ooh. This age of enlightenment would not last, however. Power bred avarice, and avarice bred resentment. It culminated in the War of the Magi, which brought the great floods of the Sixth Anvil Calamity, which in turn swallowed once proud nations and left a battered wasteland in its wake. And this universe is so damn apocalyptic. Mages were reviled and persecuted for having caused this catastrophe, with many forced to leave their homelands or face death. It was a small band of those survivors that found their way to Thanalan, where they would found the nation of Belladia some 8 centuries ago. Ah, imagine a government of mages, by mages, and for mages. What wonders might have been wrought had Belladia's civilization survived to this very day. Alas, this was not to be. Oh, interesting. The music is 11 out of schmickies. Falcon Zine. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for the follow as well, mate. Alright. Greetings, traveller. You would learn of the war between Uldar and the fallen Sultanate of Sildi. It would be my pleasure to enlighten you. The two city-states coexisted for several generations until the bad blood between them boiled over, culminating in outright war. As you might have deduced from the present state of affairs, Uldar emerged victorious, leaving his once proud sibling nation in smouldering ruins. As the histories tell it, the battles fought between the sister nations were the stuff of nightmares. In a desperate attempt to overcome Uldar's superior numbers, Sildin alchemists devised a most horrific stratagem, employing a frightful formula known as the Trader's Spurn. They brought their fallen warriors back as undead soldiers. Some theories have it that they even employed the potion on those of the living who were too weak or wounded to fight. Sends shivers up the spine just thinking about it. No, I did feel those shivers. Certainly. It is a truly crowning glory of our fair nation that our forebears were able to emerge victorious against these horrors. Ooh, Lich King, baby. Okay. Hello, Wieldy. Knowledge is power, and surely our Thaumaturge friends are wealth of knowledge on the feud between Uldar and Sildi. Let us begin our inquiry. Erasmus. You don't say. It's not every day someone comes to our halls to research Sildi. As a fellow student of history, though, I more than welcome the conversation. Belladian civilization flourished in relative peace until two twin sons were born to the royal family. The two were fierce rivals, and when they came of age and their father passed, each one claimed that he was the rightful heir to the throne. Alright, we've got some Romulus and Remus action. With neither son willing to relinquish his claim, they agreed to split their kingdom in two, forming the twin nations of Uldar and Sildi. But not unlike the two proud princes, the sibling nations developed a penchant for rivalry. Oh man, we're getting some big backstories here. Welcome to the Thaumaturgist Guild. It is fate that has guided your steps here, friend. Within these hallowed halls, the arts of devastation are taught. primeval magics with which bring about an enemy's ruin. If you would join our ranks and wield the power of thaumaturgy... Oh, wait. No, I don't want... Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck is she doing? She don't want to wrangle me into a new class. Get out of here. Your denial is most unsettling. Ah, but I see the stars will not align. Yet your time will come and I shall be waiting. Get out of here. She's... Jehovah's thaumaturges. She's trying to brainwash me. Alright, I've got to talk to Cock Bukaki. Hello, Cock Bukaki. What did you say? You seek knowledge of the bad blood, man. You are fucked up. Between Uldar and Sildi, I suppose I can spare a moment or two, but take good notes. I'm not fond of repeating myself. Two scales, one of gold and one of silver. The gold of Uldar weighing prosperity and power. The silver of Sildi weighing knowledge and power. But the power sought by the two nations differed greatly. Yes, greatly indeed. The power wrought by Uldar and prosperity was that of justice and good, while the power wrought by Sildi knowledge was horrific beyond belief. The power to rip the living soul out of a man and render him a mindless killing machine. Now, they always say that victors rewrite history, so... On this matter, the histories are clear, but riddle me this, my friend. Who writes the histories, and what does this say of the words writ within? Yes, truth can be elusive and fickle as the shifting sands. Oh, man. I just said that. As one example, did you know that in the war against Sildi, Uldar and Amaji warriors fought side by side? Luckily you did not, and neither did I, until I encountered a faded passage in an ancient text buried deep in our archives. And yet in the histories read by the populace you will see no mention of this most fascinating fact. Might it be that someone, at some time, deemed this particular truth less inconvenient? But I have said enough already. The Uldar Hildebrand questline is... It's getting saucy. It's getting saucier than that delicious plum sauce that comes with a chinky. You know, that really delicious, like, deep purple, sticky, gooey, massive goodness! Oh, I love it so much. Get that on some succulents. Some succulent pork. My ever-loyal associate, tell me, what have you learned from your questioning of the scholars in these halls? Lots, man. Indeed. As it happens, I have learned much the same. No, you haven't. Stop lying. Why you always lying? Fucking lying. Let us take a moment to review and allow my peerless powers of deduction to work their magic. A war of succession divides the great civilizations of Balladia, giving rise to the sibling nations of Uldar and Sildi. The two nations coexist for some generations until ill blood boils over, culminating in outright war. Daunted by Uldar's superior military might, Sildi employs their advanced alchemical knowledge to horrific ends, transforming their own citizens, alive and dead, into a fearsome undead legion. I still can't understand if Hildebrand is an undead or not. Everything alludes to him being one. Yes, I believe I have it. The facts at hand have led to one unassailable conclusion. Our phantom thief is the descendant of doomed Sildi, who seeks vengeance against those who reduce his countrymen to slavering zombies. I'm slavering at the plum sauce I was talking about. To pacify his soul and send him peacefully to the next world, there is but one course of action. We must find the Sildin statesman who conceived this dreadful stratagem, and have him apologize to the thief in person for the suffering he has wrought. I mean, this is a pretty... I don't know, is this... I can't tell whether Hildebrand's theories are sound or stupid. A brilliant plan. Perhaps you'd like to go find yourself a shovel and dig a statesman out of the grave yourself.
Leaving aside this nonsense of spirits and spectres, it appears increasingly likely that our quarry shares some link to Sildy. His garish garb is no doubt means to evoke the silver scales of the fallen Sultanate. This Silding connection would also serve to explain the rare knowledge of Baladin relics our thief clearly possesses. But what of the murder victims? What common thread amongst them could have incurred the ire of our adversary? Adversary. A few people in the town spoke of a man sighted calling upon the victims in the past days. Those who saw him said he had a most frightened air about him.
Wait. Yes, it's coming to me. Of course, my keen investigation senses ring out with a voice loud and clear. This man Miss Ellie speaks of just might know something.
You really should stop thinking so hard. You're likely to strain a brain muscle. Miss Ellie, who is this man and where might we find him? My sources identified the man at Gugiria. Fuck it. A travelling merchant known to frequent Horizon. Shall we pay him a visit? Yes, yes. Any lead is a solid lead in Hildebrand Town. Alright. You go. By the way, how many peeps we got on? Is this ever just the four of us? Alright, just the four of us. If it will have to be condemned to destruction another day. There we go. Oh, nice.
My keen instincts tell me that Master Guguria's testimony will be a key to a monumental breakthrough in our investigation. Yes, I shall employ the ancient Mandeville art of parley to skillfully extract the information we require.
Parley, baby. Parley. Parsley. Parsnips. Yes, if you've got business, make it quick. My time's too valuable to waste chatting with every stranger who passes by. Forgive us, good sir. My name is Ellie, a reporter with Mithril Eye, never blinking or seeing. You know the rest. I was wondering if we could trouble you with just a few questions.
Was it for love or money that you killed them? Yes, you, the thief of many faces.
Me, the thief? What is this nonsense? I don't know who you are, but I ain't got the time or the patience for this mummery. Now, if you'll excuse me, an important client awaits. I thought I recognised that voice, or a refined voice. Hi, Lady Dorilda.
Lady Dorilda, well met indeed. Pray tell, whatever brings you to these environs this fair day?
Why, I live here, you ham-headed half-wit. Inspector Briardian, this is an unexpected pleasure. Do you have some business with my associate here, pray tell? Guguria, we can discuss business after. Pray lend the inspector here, the handsome one, whatever assistance he requires. But Lady Dorilda, what about... Ah yes, my dear Maria's name day present. I had in mind one of the prize pieces of Eshdane's latest seasonal collection. You would be able to procure one for me, yes? Or shall I eliminate the middlemen and make the trip to Uldar myself? I don't like Dorilda's outfit. She basic. I'll say it just once more, Guguria. I expect you to give the inspector and his companions your full assistance. Then yes, even the stupid one. Help me regain something truly priceless, yes, something more valuable than any mere trinket. I wish I could have as much zest as Hildebrand. When was the last time in your life you could remember being so energetic and zesty? I think it was before I smoked weed. Alright, I'll tell you what I know, but you didn't hear it from me. Got it? I was looking into the killing on behalf of a client of mine. The thief's got himself some of that zombie dust. The trader's sperm, was it?
And his cards speak of 5 victims. It got me thinking, COD, 5 victims. Aye, the Arbiters of Truth. The Arbiters of Truth. I'm not familiar with the name.
Aye, few would be, on account of them being something of a secret society, you know, influential personages of the sort you see working from the shadows to keep false knowledge about the Udar-Sildi conflict from reaching the ears of folk like you and me.
False knowledge? Pray tell, just what sort of knowledge might that be?
Those balls! Don't make me say no more. I've got family to feed.
Very well, just tell us one last thing. Who hired you, and where can we find him?
Hob! His name's Hob. When he heard what I said, he told me that he was going to set sail for Limsa with his 5 best-sell swords to guard his back. Said there were many prying eyes at the airship dock. Said he had a private ship docked and waiting for him at the Vesta Bay. But remember, you didn't hear none of this from me.
This man Hob must be one of the killer's targets. Doubtless he also knows the identity of the remaining one.
I doubt that. They say that arbiters are so secretive they don't even know each other's true identities. No, don't ask how all that works, but Hob's got high-ranking friends in the brass place. Once he heard the victims had been all zombified, he panicked, because he knew that he'd be next.
Thank you very much, my kind sir. Once again, the ancient
Mandeville art of parley procured for us a key morsel of knowledge. Let us seek out this Hob fellow, and see what he can share with us, and let us hurry. The man's life is in danger, even as we speak. Hurry! Let's go, go, go! Hello, Ahmad. Are you well, bud?
Okay. Sibling strife. Alright, where's it gotta go? I got a whole butt. I want to do more dungeons soon. Oh man, what's Stormblood dungeons like, guys? Good. I don't know. What's the bet? What can I look forward to most in Stormblood? As I'll be coming up to it next. What's the most enjoyable part of it? Yeah, I love this. I love this mount. Whee! But yeah, guys, I'm gonna try to do monthly Q&As for a combination of all my Twitch primers, for the YouTube members and the Patreoners. What days or times would be best? I want to try to get as many people in as can. And it will help me to pick what we play next and do next. Even go back to some legacy titles, like some post-game legacy stuff. I've got like loads of 12 stuff, got 13, even got some God of War action. But Master Hob, is everything quite alright? No! Oh, I see with the brand voice. No. No. Stand back, Ellie. I hunger for your brains. Damn, there's no saving the man. Lenora, do what you must. Alright. Oh, I'm gonna dance on his face. Actually, let me do some combat. No.
Yes, my first-hand knowledge of zombies tell me this particular shade of green is unmistakably that of the undead. 'Twould seem we were a few moments late to the scene.
Message. And then there was one. One left to Zombino Fi. Oh god, he's actually doing it. There it is.
There it is again.
Something the matter, Inspector?
Indeed, Nashu, there is. Ever since I picked up the trail of the Phantom Thief, I've had this fleeting sense that someone or something is watching us.
The thief might be close at hand. We should be careful. For the moment, let us return and report our findings to Miss Phyllis. I almost said Phallus, but I didn't until I did. Miss Phallus! Secret society or no, knowing the identities of its members may yet lead us to the final victim. I too had best return to the Mithril Eye. Let's meet up again after. I'll see what new clues I can uncover in the meantime. Vampire! Hello! You will do nothing of the sort, Miss Ellie. These streets are far too dangerous for you to walk alone. Inspector! Inspector! I'll go with her.
If you insist, Nashu, then I give my leave. But pray be wary, not just of the thief, but of Miss Ellie. She is quite the temper, as we both know.
Nashu's tail was so adorable. By the way, with Makotes, when they do emotes, did their tails ever do anything? Miss Ellie, there is something I must tell you when this case is over. Be safe and promise me that you will not attempt anything rash, as you did that time when the fiend took my aim at my own life.
Ooh, your life, Inspector. Of course it is so, yes. That was quite the ordeal, wasn't it? What's he going? Oh, we're shipping them. Oh, I'll be careful, I promise. I eagerly await the day when I hear what it is you would share with me. Oh, so cute.
A secret vow. Oh, consider my interest piqued as well, good Inspector. Now let us be off, Miss Phyllis.
Oh, fucking... God damn! Phyllis! Awaits a report! Stormblood, there's a lot of back and forth with the zones. I guess the fun would be in dungeon and trials. They've got some good music, and you can swim/dive. Oh, that's cool. Oh man, that's such a cool chocobo. Is that Ravana barding on that? Oh, bardage. So cool.
Alright. Speak with Phallus. Alright, to the Alchemist Guild. No, that's barding. I won't say because Stormblood spoiler. I'm afraid some shifty looking fellow was eyeing the vaults before you, but he took away faster than a fleeing cactus, son, as my gaze hit me. My brain shutting down. Just like a cowed many a gully of the plains. Oh, it's you. I don't know what you're saying, Humphrey. I really don't.
The news of Hobbs' death will not sit well with Miss Phyllis, but a gentleman must do what a gentleman must do. Do.
Fourth victim, thou have mercy. Were you able to glean aught of a connection to the other victims? The arbiters of truth? No, it cannot be. Somebody help! What's happening? Miss Ellie, the voice comes from the direction of the fort. We must hurry. Quick! Story about to go buckle up mode. What now? Oh, goddamn. There's a bottle. Is it? Miss Ellie, are you hurt? That man. I only thought to ask him a few questions before I knew what was happening. He was upon me. I could only... Are they all just drunk?
Bash his brains with a conveniently placed bottle of mead, it would seem. Ha ha! Remind me not to get on your bad side, Miss Ellie. That said, is Nashu not with you?
She saw a figure lurking in the shadows and went off in pursuit before I could stop her. This man was the armour of the Sword and Sworn squire, yet his face is unfamiliar to me. Something's amiss. Stedmark! Woo! Get in my jar! Hello, mate. Welcome aboard. Thank you. Thank you. Wait. The thief of many faces! To think we would find our man like this. We've got him! No way!
Thrice and again did the fiend elude our grasp. No more! By virtue of a gentleman's ingenious deductions and a lady's pugilistic puissance, I declare this case closed.
Oh, damn, is it really?
I return this sachet to you, Miss Phyllis. Whilst the gesture was appreciated, in the end it proved superfluous to me cracking the case. My cracking of the case.
Oh no. Oh. Oh, no. Wait. While you're at it, is there anything else of immense value that you'd like to wantonly destroy? Oh. A guise within a guise? Guyception. What? What is the meaning of this? Genius. A double disguise planted by the thief to throw off his trail, no doubt. This is Goo Guy. One of my most capable men. I assigned him to the guard of the vault and outfitted him with an ample supply of demasking dust. It is inconceivable that the thief could so easily elude his grasp.
Hildy, well done, my lad.
Unless the thief was not wearing a mask. Speaking of which, has anyone seen Miss Ellie? No, that's impossible. Of course, it all makes sense. With a phantom thief to thank for her burgeoning readership and rise through the ranks at the Mithril Eye, Miss Ellie could not bear to face the possibility of her story of a lifetime coming to an end. Thus she hatched a plan to... No way. Ellie. Surely not.
She gonna double cross us for story. My lady, the vault has been breached. The wise man's whisper, it's gone. For her foul crimes against the Sultanate, I hereby declare Ellie of the Mithril Eye, the thief of many faces, an enemy of the... Wait, hold up. Was she the thief the whole time? Or was she just using the thief because she didn't want the story to end? Or was she making... Oh, don't tell me anything. Shit! Shit, this has gone deep! This has gone deep within deeps! Woo! Deploy all troops and do not rest until she's in custody. God damn death, you've just signed in. At a hot moment. And now the game is truly afoot. Greg!
Bah! What is the meaning of all this racket and rumpus? And just as we were about to make our triumphant return, ain't that so, ain't-y-do?
Bah! Greg's back. Oh my word. The Nashu, watch out! Oh no! Miss Ellie! That shadow you said you saw, I think it was just a dormouse. Oh no! Oh my god, no! To think he truly stumbled face first onto the second mask, his good fortune knows truly no end. But not to worry, yes, I dare say the Phantom Thief has another trick or two up his sleeve. Oh no, oh my god, no! There's too much suspense! Oh god. Greg the Big Lurk. Lord Lurkington. Lurking through many dimensions. When are they going to bring Gilgamesh to Dissidia NT? When? How could we have been so blind? When you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable. Oh man, this is so intense. Not even the shockest turn events will deter the famed agent of inquiry. Surely the thief can't play up to Nashu's idiosyncrasies. There's no way he can pull off her persona. No way.
My ever-loyal associate, we must find Miss Ellie, and quickly. Surely if confronted by her constant companions, she can still be convinced to abandon this fool plan. Oh, Miss Phyllis, I thought you had already departed in the company of your men, but all for the better. Shall we conduct the search together?
I fear that would only put them at greater risk. Hmm? You see, the fifth and final member of the Arbiters of Truth, the Vanity's final target is none other than...
Hildebrand Mander!
Me. Mind you, it's not a role I sought of my own accord. My name and my passion for history are somewhat well known in the Sultanate. One day, I received an anonymous letter stating that a position in the committee had opened and I had been chosen to fill it. The letter went to enumerate my duties to prevent the spread of historical lies that would sully the name of our illustrious nation. As a high-ranking officer in the Sultan's Sworn, I was deemed to be in particular and unique position to serve as an arbiter. I knew that there were other members of the organisation, but was told nothing of their names or identities. To think my own unknown compatriots were the victims all along. I cannot put any more lives in danger. I will sequester myself in place where my presence can cause no harm till such time as the killer is apprehended. AKA, fuck this, I'm getting me in a bunker. Oh man, she gone lockdown tight. I would too.
Your concern for our well-being is most touching, Miss Phyllis, but there is no need for such caution. As a seasoned inspector, I am more than capable of protecting a lady in distress, and as a gentleman, it is exactly what I shall do. My associates here also stand at your side. Speaking of which, has anyone seen my loyal associate?
Inspector over here. Oh no.
No.
No. God damn. Come on, Hildy. If you can't see that, that's not Nashu. If you can't sense.
Oh, there you are, Nashu. You really shouldn't run off on your own like that. I was worried sick about you.
I'm sorry, Inspector. Miss Ellie said she saw somebody in the shadow, so I went to take a look. Now, there wasn't anything there but a dormouse, but it was a really cute dormouse. Oh my god, he's actually... You see, it just kept squeaking and going away, and I just... The Phantom Thief's acting skills are off the charts.
Pardon me for a moment, Nashu. Yes, my inspector senses speak to me. Someone is watching us. Lenora, let us split up and canvass our surroundings.
So he does actually have some genuine spidey senses, inspecty senses. Oh, guys, I can't deal with Hildy quests anymore. It leaves my head feeling swamped, swimming, dizzy, delirious, discombobulated. Man, this case is just too deep. I never thought it would go, oh my god, you're like the first Hrothgar I've seen, Jag. Wow. Oh man, bust me out some Hrothgar emotes, man. I need to see him. Oh my god, Hrothgar dancer. Way. Hrothgar. Oh wow, that's actually pretty damn cool. Yay, look at that, look at that. Look at the size of them quads. Woo! Hench. Right. Be warned, wary, and be warned. Very ominous. Yeah, there's not that many Hrothgars flying around. I don't know. Have you guys seen many? I guess everyone's over. I guess everyone's over in the Shadowbringers areas. A water-stained letter lies conspicuous, therefore. Trust no one, and your friends all the less. That's a great clue. Who's written them? This will avail you well. Use it wisely. Godbert. Godbert. And Godbum.
Oh, if it isn't my beloved son's staunch companion, the mighty Lenora. I was in the area on a matter of business which I curtailed when I felt a suspicious presence from the shadows. Pursuing it led me here. Mayhap it is the same for you.
I don't trust you. Nah, I do. Nashu's even when I know Nashu's taken over, I can't even trust God, but goddamn, what's wrong with me?
Oh, so your pursuit of the thief of many faces has taken quite the unexpected turn, and now you have come upon a series of anonymous letters. Mayhap our watcher is in the shadows is a friend, or is this but another trap laid by the fiend? Yes, the plot thickens like a dollop of salamander oil. In either event, I dare say the circumstances call for utmost caution. The thief could be anywhere, or anyone, myself excluded. Of course, no mere mask could replicate the physique of this Mandeville man. That said, I fear my dear Hildy may be in a bit over his head this time. Allow me to assist in your investigation. Were anything to happen to Hildebrand, his dear mother would, not be pleased. Oh man, so Hildebrand's mum is real. I really hope we get to meet her. I bet she is. I know, I got a feeling she'll actually not be flamboyant over the top. She'll be down to earth and normal. I'll show you. Miss Ellie, do you think she went looking for the dormouse too? Oh, damn, how dare you, imposter Nashu. Apologies, Lenora, but I require a moment alone with my thoughts. If the sender speaks the true, the villain even now lurks within our midst, and yet we have but a single sachet of demasking dust at our disposal. We must identify the imposter beyond reasonable doubt before we proceed. You know the players better than I, Lenora. What say you have a few words with each of them, and see if aught seems amiss? Oh my god, when even Godbert gets on the case, you know it's getting serious. Right, let's start with Phallus. Am I doomed to share the same fate as others? I'd sooner die than become one of those things. Miss Ellie is a phantom thief. It is the only logical conclusion, yet I cannot help but feel that another truth still evades us. You want to believe it, Briardi, don't you? Speak to Briardi and told me all about it. Who'd have thunk Miss Ellie was the phantom thief all this time? She sure fooled me! Am I going to have to pick? I should have listened more carefully, because this is probably a tarp. Nothing particularly odd about any of them, you say. It stands to reason. The fiend would not take such a risk if he were not utterly confident, fuck me, that he had pulled off the ruse. Guys, this one's half the fool his son is. Must elude him and quickly blind. Time is of the essence. Quick, we must slap Nashu with the bag. Slap her with the bags of demasking dust. I questioned the Sultan sworn outside. To man they insist, if not, have seen naught of Miss Ellie. Where could she have gone? Oh man, I need to end the quest after this. My reading skills are diminishing. Quickly. Father, what brings you here? Oh man, look at those quads! Yes, finally the pieces are coming together. Now, if you'd kindly stand still and shut up, the fiend already stands among us. Inspector Biliardian, I sure hope you are not doubting me. I nearly skipped that. While I'm not convinced that even a master impersonator would struggle to recreate your particular brand of idiocy, the fact remains that anyone here who has spent even a moment alone must be considered a suspect. The thief has proven to be highly efficient at assuming new identities. An astute observation, my gangly friend. I'd say this occasion calls for a dose or two of that powder. Lenora, here, found earlier. There wouldn't happen to be another sachet or two laying around, would there? What remains of our supply has already been distributed just to the search party, but worry not, there should be reporting back within a bell's time. This might be against me, but just you watch. I'll wiggle my way out of this and turn you into the reeking, drooling corpse you deserve to be. I feel that it is more than time than we can afford, Miss Phyllis. Fortunately, my powers of deduction will lay the fiend's face bare within minutes.
Come on, Hildy, come on!
We know that, given the choice, the Phantom Thief prefers to impersonate familiar personages. As Miss Ellie has had only passing interactions with my dear father, we can safely eliminate him from consideration.
Astute, wise, savvy, true.
That leaves myself, Nashu, and Lenora here. Sonic 01 TV, I bloody love you. I want to eat cake with you. I want to frolic through fields with you. And thank you graciously for resubscribing to Prime for the 9th Umbral era. Thank you, my friend. I have had a close and extended relationship with our suspect. I shall begin my questioning my known assistant. I assure you that none know her better than I.
Brilliant reasoning as ever, Inspector. Go on, ask me anything.
Of all the times for this overstuff, I'm going to start my talking sense. If he asks me anything too obscure, my cover is as good as blown. Bollocks.
Please, Hildebrand, don't biff this, mate. I beg you. I'm going to face palm so hard.
My relationship with Nashu is so close. I dare say at times it is as if we share a mind. If this Nashu is truly my ever-loyal assistant, she should have no trouble completing my thoughts. I'm Mandeville.
Man! No.
Doing only a Mandeville can from the peaks of Curthus to Thanalan. Mandeville.
Man! You're the best, Inspector! Oh, Jesus Christ.
A perfect score! You may rest easy, dear friends. This is unmistakably, unequivocally, indubitably, the true Nashu.
God damn it, Hildebrand! I love and hate you so much. Oh my gosh. I've never loved you more than now, you marvellous manhead, you.
Nashu, is something the matter? Just because you've picked up a few more wrinkles beneath your eyes, there's no need to avert the charming face of yours.
Wrinkles! Wrinkles! Look who's talking, you crusty, cretinous old... Genius Inspector?
Shit, did he just... Oh God.
He broke his guys. But can't he just TP off now? Like, he could just Phantom Thief off.
The charade is up, Miss Ellie.
Slap her with a bag. Come on, bag her. Get him! Get him! Wait, who's she? I recognise her. She was...
Miss Ellie, you look somehow different.
Oh my God, it is. Okay, so holy shitbags! It was Ellie the whole time. Was it? No, because there were scenes. Were there scenes where the thief and Ellie were there at the same time? No, there must be more to it. She looks good though, that cat is. Very good. Oh man. I don't know if Bjarden's right that there's more to this. There may be.
My prodigious powers of deduction scream out to me. This woman knows something. So the letters spoke true. The fiend was in our midst all along. Another two-layered mask, mayhap, but no. This woman bears a striking resemblance to Miss Ellie.
She does. Ellie's sister? Nellie? Who is this unfamiliar woman and what secrets?
7 hells. Done him by a muscle-bound muttonhead and his motley troop of mummers. Just who are you? Your resemblance to Miss Ellie is most uncanny, and yet... Consulting Inspector Briardin, once again you failed to measure up to your lofty reputation. Of course we resemble each other. Ellie is, after all, my own flesh and blood, my beloved sister, and my eminently capable partner in crime. Oh my God! 1,000 faces I may wear, but only one name do I bear. You can call me Cece, charmed, I'm sure. Are you quite alright? Why, you look as if you've seen a ghost, despite my moniker. I assure you that Ellie and I are no spectres. What we are, mind you, are the last living scions of Sildan aristocracy. Oh, jeez Louise. Bemused, are you? Befuddled? To find the two sisters behind the mask? Try using your brains once in a while. Every time you encountered the thief, Ellie was standing right in your midst. No, the thief that 4 times stole the show. Oh, and those priceless relics was me. Meanwhile, Ellie hid in plain sight, supplying me with just the knowledge I need to stay one step ahead of the pursuers, all the while spinning their hair-raising tales of my exploits that won the hearts of this nation. We owe a lot to you, truly! Why, without the tales of your hapless attempts to catch me, we would never have risen to these heights of celebrity. Oh my God. This is crazy!
Miss Cece, from a gentleman to a lady, I would ask you one thing, and one thing only. Just what is it that you and Miss Ellie hope to accomplish with all your schemes?
Justice! 400 years ago, all darn dogs reduced our nation to a nation of zombies. How long last the cowards would still justify these foul deeds would suffer the same fate. Wait, the historians say that it was Sildi that turned their own men into zombies. The histories lie, and you work from the shadows, silencing those who would speak the truth. You should have died with your fellows. False arbiter.
Come on, someone put her in goddamn chains. This Miss Phallus is terrible at her job. Phyllis, she's Miss Phallus now. Oh man, guys, are you following this? Who's here? What happened when you first saw this scene? Did anyone suspect Ellie throughout? How deep does this go? It was Uldar that ordered the creation of that dreadful powder and wielded it as weapons against our proud ancestors. The history of your glorious sultanate is built on a lie.
What is this madness you speak, woman?
Not madness, truth! The powder in my possession was stolen from the Uldan army 4 centuries ago by one of my ancestors. They say it was his final act of courage, the moments before his leg fell off and his rotting head dropped from his shoulders. I started crying. This is the truth that the histories don't tell. The truth that this doe-eyed Sultan sworn would kill to keep buried deep in the sands of Thanalan. But your time of reckoning is nigh. Oh yes, before long you and everyone in this rotten nation will know firsthand the horrors of my ancestors knew. I was baffled. You embodied baffle. Waffle? Baffle? And just what do you mean by that? Oh, how the idiots lap up the stories. A masked crusader for justice, a dashing rebel waging battle against power of authority. Oh, if only they knew. But they will see soon enough, and when they eating each other's brains out on the streets. In the last days before our proud nation was razed to the ground, a band of the final survivors stole a vast quantity of the powder from the Uldan vaults, hiding it away in a secret vault sealed within powerful magitex. The sole means by which the vault may be opened. By assembling the relics of Balladia, 4 relics once housed in the royal palace of Sildi before the Uldan dogs stole them and claimed them for their own. And so it dawns upon you at last. Yes, even as we speak, Ellie makes for the vault. The 4 relics safely in hand. Just think, one day you'll all be able to tell your grandchildren, you were there when zombie rained down on powder rained down on Uldan. No, wait, you'll all be dead. Preposterous. 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 But first, you, my dear, You will not have the pleasure of looking upon the last moments of your precious homeland. Let your flesh rot like your rotten lies. Oh God, oh God.
I think not, Miss Sissy.
Oh, is that going to de-zombify him? Oh my God, he took it. What a hero. No!
Hildebrand!
You idiot! Just for once, could you not get in the way? Oh no, you've triggered Gobber. Wait, who's that then? Who dat? There's Godman Mandeville. I can't even trust your sorry ass to look after him for a day. Oh, oh, hello, Donk. Oh, wait, is this Mother Mandeville? I knew it. That presence watching over us from the shadows. It was you, my dear hot wife. Yes, Mother Mandeville. She's bloody radiant. Mate, God but going young. I expect, oh no, is he going to get bollocked? Oh no, his natties are going to get... Oh, the frying pan trope. I'm getting so much... What was Yang's wife called again? Celia? Cecilia? She looks awesome. I love this character just from sight alone. Am I to understand that you are Hildebrand's mother? Oh, what are you doing, Greg? Master McLurkington. The McLurking sandwich. McLurk nuggets.
Aye, this is more like it. Hand to hand, skillet to skillet is enough to send a warrior's pulse racing. Prepare yourself, Leonora. The time of our final confrontation is nigh.
Oh, Jesus, here we go. Wait, is he going to get... Woo! God. Mama Mandeville giving him... I love her! Julian! Do you have potatoes for brains, you overstuffed buffoon? My beloved boy's been turned into a stinking corpse, if you hadn't bloody noticed. You! Lenora or something, was it? Oh, don't hurt me. Spare me from the skillet. Hildy's told me all about your hijinks together. Pleased to meet you. Yeah. My dear boy's always had a bit of a rebellious streak. What can I say? I can come on a bit too strong at times. But can you blame me? This time I thought I'd sit back and leave things out. My sorry-ass husband here. And look at what it's got me. You'll help me out, won't you? She's so... Oh man, why can't we just use her against the Garlean Empire? Surely they would quaver in her. She looks younger than Hildebrand. She is definitely drinking from some font of eternal youth. Oh man, what a cool character. I'm loving this chick. And on that note, it's hit an hour and a half on the stream. I'm going to be more tight with my times so I can actually get all of the things I want to do with the channel done. And there are so many. And I thank you guys for being with me this glorious morning. And this dank Hildebrand quest is really going somewhere. But thank you so much, guys. I'm going to bounce. Mwah! I love you all. Thank you to Sonic01 TV for your primage. Danny Stillwell for your tippage. And thank you guys for coming along. Comment, like, and subscribe. If you haven't, notificate the bell up if you like FF9, because you will be alerted to a juicy dank FF9 video later, which hopefully I'll be able to finish. 19 things that FF9 did right. Some of them are going to be very lousy. But thank you guys.
Toodaloo, my dear peasants extraordinaire. Erebos, Sonic01 TV, Toonie Falla, my dear, dear vampire ghosts, and Zonda Bunny, Holly Sutherland, and my great assistant, I'm in Daheim. Did I nail that? Hopefully. Planeth, Mikael, and the last laugh goes to... Skillet! Kubo! Kubo!
Stop laughing at me. Who's doing that? Is that you, Briardian? Oh, no. Bugger off! Jeff?